Hi. Any sort of blemish that your tinted moisturizer did not open?
Did not open?
I can't open. What?
You said any blemish that your tinted moisturizer did not open.
I did.
See you later.
See you later, alligator.
I know I am crocodile.
Hey guys, it's JaaackJack and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I have a back to school makeup tutorial for you guys. And this is just to help inspire those of you who are wanting to wear makeup for school. This is in no way saying you have to wear makeup to school. When I went to school, I didn't wear any makeup at all. So pick and choose the things you like out of this video and feel free to incorporate them into your own makeup routine. I am using all drugstore products. I asked you guys on Snapchat, nope, Insta stories. I asked you guys on Insta stories if you wanted to see drugstore makeup only or a mix of high-end and drugstore won by a landslide. So I have my makeup bag here full of drugstore products, and this is just going to be a quick, easy, natural makeup look that you can wear for school. Again, you don't have to wear makeup to school, but just for those of you who want to play around. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is JaaackJack. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button and the little bell so that way you are notified of future videos and you officially become part of the Little Flower family. So without further ado, let's jump into this back to school makeup tutorial. I already moisturized my skin with the e.l.f. Cosmetics and Natural Glow Lotion. I really do like this. It's nice and hydrating, but it also has like a very sheer glow effect to your skin, so it just like makes you look more bright and awake. So once your skin is nice and moisturized, let's go ahead and move on to primer. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I've been using this a lot recently because I just really like it. It's super affordable, but it does a nice job of minimizing like any large pores. And it gives your skin that very like nice silky feeling, similar to like higher end products like the Benefit Professional, or what else is there? The Milk Makeup Blur Stick. It just gives you that nice silky feeling on your skin, and it's affordable and it's cruelty free. Now we can move on to foundation or tinted moisturizer, whichever you prefer. I'm going to be using a tinted moisturizer. This is from Collab. This is the Oh So Fresh Skin Tint. I really like this product. I feel like this one is not technically considered drugstore though, but it is super affordable. You can find it at Sally's Beauty Supply. I will have a link down below if you guys want to check it out. If you do have a favorite drugstore foundation or tinted moisturizer, let me know in the comments below so I can check it out, because I don't think I have any. So yeah, I want to hear what have you guys been liking. You can easily apply your tinted moisturizer all over your face with your fingers, or you can use a beauty blender, which is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm not using a whole lot. We're just doing a little bit so it covers any like discoloration on our skin or any like minor imperfections. If you see this little like dot on my lip, it's blood under my lip. Me and Zoe bumped heads the other day, so it made my lip bleed a little bit. Okay, so we have that nice little layer on our skin. It's not too heavy, it's not too much, so we don't look cakey at all. We still have a very natural look, but our skin tone and our complexion is a lot more even now. Now, you don't have to do this step, but if you feel like you need a little bit of concealer, I really like the NYX Gotcha Covered Concealer. This is just great if you have any sort of darkness, dark circles, or blemish that your tinted moisturizer didn't cover. Again, you can use your fingers, but I'm just going to use my sponge here. Gonna tap this under the eyes to just quickly brighten up the under eye area. Not that I have like super dark circles or anything, but I like the effect concealer, like a lighter concealer under the eyes gives. Like, you just look a lot more fresh and awake. And I'm just gonna keep tapping my beauty blender until everything is blended out. And I am going over my eyelids a little bit to cover up any of the veins that you can see on the eyelid. Now that we have all this cream product on our face, we want to set it with a powder. I'm going to use the NYX Hd Finishing Powder. This one is translucent, so whatever skin tone you are, this will work out for you. You can use a brush, but I actually just like to use my sponge. And I'm just going to press it under my eye area, because the under eye is where I tend to crease a lot, like quicker. with my concealer. So I'm just pressing that in. And again, just like how we applied the concealer, if you just keep tapping, you'll just keep tapping until like everything's nice and blended out. And then any other area you tend to crease a lot, you can go over it with your sponge, or you can just take a big fluffy brush like this, gather your powder, tap it off a little bit, and then just tap it onto your face. So the base of our makeup is done, and it's still very light. It's not too heavy or cakey at all. So now we can move on to eyebrows. For eyebrows, I have been using the Flower Beauty Brow Vixen Tattoo Effect Stain in Soft Brown. At first I wasn't sure how I felt about this product because it's like kind of a marker, and that's like just really weird to use on the brows, but once you find like the right color that matches you, and I really do like the soft brown for my brows, it works really, really nicely. My mirror is so dirty, what the heck. And so I'm just going to lightly brush over my brows, concentrating on the more sparse areas of my brow. And I always find it helpful to have a little spoolie here so you can brush out the brows. Make sure everything is nice and blended. I like to put kind of an emphasis on the little tail here at the end. Make sure that's on point. And then also the arch part of my brow. So like right here, the top of the middle of my brow, just making sure that's nice and defined. And then I just quickly work on the front of my brow just a little bit. I try not to make it too heavy here in the front. The amount of pressure I'm putting though is very, very light. And I always like do my brows like up close with a smaller mirror like this, but then I like to always like take a step back, look in a bigger mirror to see what it looks like far away, make sure it's not looking too harsh and crazy. See, I don't want anything too crazy, just something slightly defined. So as you can see, there's not like a harsh difference, but you could tell this one is a little more put together than this sparse brow over here. Out of everything, I feel like brows always take me the longest, but now that they are done, we can go ahead and move on to the eyes. So Wet n Wild actually came out with a new Zodiac collection. Wet n Wild is a drugstore and cruelty-free brand. They're super awesome quality, really high in pigmentation, and they're super, super affordable. One of the most affordable drugstore brands that you can find, like very close with e.l.f. e.l.f. and Wet n Wild are probably the most affordable. So this is the eyeshadow palette in Air, and it looks like this, just super natural, pretty light colors, so nothing too heavy for school. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush and take this darkest brown right here, and I'm going to use that color and blend it into the crease just to give our eyes a little bit of definition. So nothing too harsh and crazy. I'm just going back and forth into the crease, adding this just again to give our eyes that slight definition so our eyes don't look so flat because we put all that concealer on top. So this is just giving our eyes a little bit of life. Now I'm going to take a flat shader brush. You could just take your finger if you want, but I'm going to take this gold shade right here and place that just right on the lid. I think gold eyeshadow, like especially a soft gold like this, is such a universal color that works on like all eye colors, all skin tones. And because it has that like shimmery effect, it's just going to brighten up your eyes. So maybe, you know, you didn't get enough sleep for school. This will help you just look a lot more bright and awake. Now I'm going to take this white shade, which is the lightest one in this little eyeshadow palette. I'm going to gently pick that up because it's super pigmented. I'm going to take a little bit of that and place it right on the inner corner of the eye, right here. This also just helps the eyes look a lot more bright and awake. And if it's a little too harsh for you, you can just use your finger to kind of soften it a little bit. And then I'm going to take the shadow that's right next to it. It's kind of like a iridescent purpley shade. I'm going to take that. It's not like a straight up purple eyeshadow, but it just has that like slight iridescence to it. I'm going to pop that right onto the brow bone to again highlight the eyes, pull forward the features. And these are all steps that you can easily and quickly do with just your fingers or while you're getting ready, like as your mom or dad are bringing you to school. Like you can do it in the car. So super, super easy eyeshadow look. Nothing too precise or anything like that. The last thing we're gonna do is take a pencil brush and that same brown eyeshadow that we used earlier in the crease. We're going to apply this onto the lower lash line just to round out the eyes and kind of complete this eyeshadow look and bring it all together. So I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line. I like to focus mainly here on the outer corner. For eyeliner, I'm going back to Flower Beauty. This is the Vinyl Eyes Glossy Eyeliner in Bronzed Out. So I decided to use a brown eyeliner pencil because I feel like it's a lot softer than black and a little more natural. So I'm going to run this onto my waterline here. And then you can just be done with that, but I'm also going to take it because it is a little more creamy and easy to work with. I'm going to gently just kind of smudge this onto the upper lash line, just going right where my lashes are. And this is just so much easier to do than like sitting there with your liquid liner trying to create like a wing or anything like that. This is just a super easy way to define your eyes. So if you just use like these small little jagged motions, like smudging it into your upper lash line, it's going to actually look a lot better, more put together, rather than you trying to make a precise line. So just like these small little smudgy strokes is the way to go. And voila! Now I'm just going to curl my lashes, and this is a eyelash curler from Revlon that I've had for the entire time I have done YouTube videos, so like 8 years now. For mascara, I'm going to use the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior Mascara. This is in Fiercest Black, so I'm just going to add a few coats to my top and bottom lashes. Bottom lashes. And then once I have mascara on the bottom, I actually like to go back and add one more coat onto the upper lashes. I like when these ones stand out the most. And I have very hardly there lashes, so I need all the extra help I can get because I'm not about to fuss around with false lashes for school, and neither should you. So the eyes are done and we can just quickly finish up the face. So I'm going to start with a little bit of bronzer. Of course, I am going to use the e.l.f. Blush and Bronzer Duo. I love this bronzer so much. I feel like it's such a good bronzer, especially for like my medium skin tone. I feel like it just works so perfectly. So I'm taking that on just like this fluffy brush right here. Quickly adding that to the contours of my cheeks and a little towards the temple. My forehead is a lot darker than usual because I was in the sun all day, so it got a little dark, so I don't need to bronze up there. And then I like to go a little down the nose, not totally necessary. You can definitely use the blush in here. I think if you're packing like a little makeup bag, that would be the best option to do. But I wanted to give you guys another great option from e.l.f. Cosmetics. They have this blush palette here with these 4 beautiful colors which you can mix and match, and this one is definitely my favorite, but I always think it's fun to kind of mix it with some other colors. So I'm going to take these 2 colors right here. So this is a more like bronzy peachy blush color, but then this bright pink, if you mix them together, it adds that nice like brightness to your cheeks. I'm just using the same brush too to apply my blush, just going back and forth with those 2 colors. And I always like to do like this weird little little face every time I do my blush, because then you can see like the little apples of your cheeks a lot better. And then I always put some on my nose and my chin. That's just how I always do it. And now for highlight. This is from Wet n Wild, also from their Zodiac collection that they just came out with. This is the loose highlighting powder in Mega Glow. So it is a loose powder, which means it can get a little bit messy. So gently take this, your little highlight brush, whatever you want to use, tap that off for sure. You don't want to be a disco ball at school, but just take a little bit of that, pop it right onto the cheekbones. Ooh, so pretty. And then I also like to go a little on the brow bone as well. Like I kind of bring my highlight like this, but you don't have to be like too precise. Like that's what I mean. If you're getting ready for school, you can do all of these steps like so quickly without like, I was gonna say without even looking, but I'd say practice it a few times before you try like doing it without looking. And then I always dust a little on my nose, down like the bridge of my nose right here, and my Cupid's bow. So pretty, but still a natural kind of look. It's nothing too over the top. Finally, for lips, I have 2 different options here. I wanted to just like pick one, but I couldn't. I really like both of these colors so much. They're both from Wet n Wild, the new Zodiac collection. This is the Color Iconic lip gloss in Aquarius, which is this really pretty baby pink color. And then I also have the Color Icon lip gloss in Gemini, which is like this more golden color. So I start with the pink color first and just quickly apply that onto my lips, which I think this alone is already such a pretty color. And because it's a lip gloss, you don't have to worry about like outlining your lips, making it all perfect and precise. You can just quickly do this like as you're walking to class. And then with the more golden color, I just apply a little bit of this. This is such a pretty color. I apply it a little to the center of my lips and just use my finger to blend that in, and voila. And if you want to finish off with a little bit of setting spray, the e.l.f. Daily Defense Makeup Mist is a great one to check out. I like to shake this up first, and then we'll just spray. It smells good, and it's like so refreshing. If it's like a hot day, this will be perfect to carry around in your backpack for school, just to like freshen up your makeup or your face. Even if you're not wearing makeup, it just feels so nice to refresh your skin like this. I'm just using a notepad here to let that all dry in, and we are done. So here is my drugstore cruelty-free back-to-school makeup look that I came up with for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed and liked it. If you want to try out this whole routine, give it a try and then see what you like best and see what you didn't like. If you didn't like doing this step or that step, just totally skip it out. Again, like I mentioned in the beginning, you don't have to wear makeup to school. You don't have to do all of these steps. When I was in school, I did not wear any makeup at all, not even mascara. Like, I didn't do anything, and I still walked into school feeling confident. So you don't need this makeup to go into school, but I know that makeup has become such a huge trend, and now girls so much younger are like getting into makeup already. So if you are one of those girls that are super, super young, still in school, but you love to play around with makeup and it's just fun for you, then I hope you give this look a try, and I hope that it helps you out. Or even if you're not in school, like me, I'm not in school anymore, but if this is just like your cup of tea for a makeup look, it's just nice, simple, easy, drugstore, cruelty-free, natural looking, then give it a try. Let me know what you think, and if you have any requests for more back to school videos, make sure you let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to enter my huge back to school giveaway video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!